1983 G20 water pump leaking. I tried squeezing the hose and it appears to be coming from the water pump. I'm going to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery and pull the bottom hose off of the radiator to drain it out, and then take this screw and that screw and take the radiator shroud out, and then I'll be able to access the water pump. So I had to take the washer pump out. This ball, just 2 bolts holds that up, and the hood latch, take that off, and still couldn't get the fan shroud out, so I just strapped it up, and I'm working in between here, and I seem to have enough room. The weep hole on the bottom was leaking, as you can see by the stream of green. This umbrella seems to work good. Just strapped it with a bungee cord, keeps the sun off of me. I ended up scraping the gasket off with this, all the blue gasket maker that he had on there, and came off and cleaned it up real good. To remove the studs, you can tighten 2 of the nuts together, and then just on the bottom one, you're going to turn this counterclockwise after spraying with WD-40, and they'll come right out. Alright, so I got these 4 studs put back in, and I tightened these little nuts on the back snug because they seem a little loose to me, which isn't good. There's a hole right here, so I got a plug on the old one that I got to take out and screw it into this hole right here. The manual says use anti-seize lubricant on everything, so I'm going to use it on the threads on this plug and all the bolts when they go in. Anti-seize lubricant. On the newer ones, I think you're using a different kind of sealer. They gave me 2 of the same gaskets, so I just cut this off because that part's not needed. It goes on this one, right, but it was too long for this one, so I just snipped it off with my scissors. Smeared a little bit of gasket maker on both sides of the gaskets just to be on the safe side, and my surface down there is clean. So I was able to put the top right bolt in, and which made the water pump hang from that bolt, and then I just used this tool to get the right front top bolt in, and then you can go from there. I was able to get the bolt on the other side in, but I had to jiggle it around so I could get the gasket put back into place, and then the bolt went right in. So I swung the alternator bracket back up and put these 2 bolts back in, and I'm going to let the gasket sealer set until in the morning. It's getting dark anyway, and then we'll tighten everything down. We just got to finger tighten now, and we'll tighten it up real good in the morning. This $63 fan clutch I got from O'Reilly is slightly smaller than the one was on there. Don't know why, but looks like it'll fit. So the new smaller fan clutch went on no problems and came with 4 lock washers, which I used to be on the safe side. Pump bolts snugged up, but I had to remove the alternator bracket to get to the 1 bolt in between there, but that was no big deal. Okay, water pump is tight, alternator bracket is on, and I put my belts on loosely and my pulley, and now I got to put this fan on with this fan shroud in the way. From the bottom, I used a screwdriver to put in between the bolts and a 1/2 inch wrench, and was able to get all of the pulley bolts snug.